We're live. Hello. Welcome to another Live Mondays session. I'm just going to slightly adjust my camera on YouTube because it's gone a bit low, as you do. The chair might be easier. Right. Okay. Hi, and welcome to another live session. I am live on Facebook and live on YouTube, as usual. And today, I'm quite excited about today. Today, we are talking about live video. So I'm alive doing live. I'm giving you all some tips on live video. So if you are watching, give me a wave, say hello, and I will give you a shout out. So, hi Amanda. Nice to have you back to our regular Monday sessions. Yes, so today's video, I'm going to do a little breakdown of our live videos. I'm going to be looking at how we prepare for a live video, what sort of content's great for live video, how it all works, how it's monitored. So how do each of the platforms measure the success of your live video, and how we can actually grow our live channels as well. So why am I doing lives? Why do I do lives? I've done lives for quite a number of years. First started out in the video games industry. I used to live stream video games for 3 hours. I've been on the front page of Steam, live into literally thousands of people. I've also been on the front page of Twitch, live streaming to thousands of people. So, it is all about having a little bit of confidence and a little bit of practice. But you know what? Live streaming is not about live streaming in front of thousands and thousands of people. Here I am on my channel. I think I've got about 30 YouTube followers. So if you are not following my channel at the moment, it's a new channel. Please do subscribe. And then I live stream to my private Facebook group as well, which we've only got about 80 members. So, from me going live streaming to literally thousands of people, I now just live stream to you guys because you guys are who I really care about now. Okay. Oh, Amanda says her son loves Steam. Yeah, well, I used to be on there regularly doing a bit of live streaming, but not anymore. So yes, Twitch was where I first started out. So today, hi Net. Thanks for saying hello. Today, as well, you might be wondering why I've got 2 Fitbits on. I've been doing a little experiment this weekend, and I'll tell you why at the end of the video, if you want to know why I'm wearing this. Yeah, just in case you're wondering what strange person would wear 2 Fitbits, I will tell you why. Okay, so top tips. Again, if you've just joined the stream, please do say hi and say hello, and I'll give you a shout out. Okay. So live streaming. So what is live streaming? Obviously, live streaming now is massive and it's only going to grow on social media. People love to see live fly on the wall stuff. And social media, the likes of Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and soon to come LinkedIn. Yes, LinkedIn is currently trialing live streaming. Then live streaming is really, really important because it means you can interact with your audience directly. So as I'm streaming now, I'm getting lots of comments coming in from Net, Amanda. Anthony, hi Ants. Hope you're okay. So again, I'm able to interact with my audience live. So they can ask me questions in the chat. So if you have got any questions, please do post them. And I can interact with the people that are watching. I know who's watching. If you pre-record a video and post it on social media, yeah, people can sort of talk about it afterwards, but live streaming, you can actually all be part of the video, which is why social media loves it so much. So what do you need to do to prepare? Because live stream is only going to get bigger and it's actually quite daunting. A lot of people don't like it. The first time I live streamed, oh my goodness, I was so nervous. I was sweating for about an hour beforehand, sweating throughout the whole thing. I had to make sure my hair looked great and really was quite a bit stilted, to be honest. Not so much these days. Still it can be nerve-wracking. So I'm just going to give you a few top tips. The first one we're going to look at is how do you prepare? So how do you prepare? How do you make your live stream? Well, one, you can do it really quickly on your phone now. You can just live stream via your phone and just put it out there. Dead easy. But if you want to be a little bit more professional, if you're going to be looking at a live stream on a regular basis, like I do, then I take a little bit more time and a little bit more preparation with my live streams and my studio. So I always tend to live stream here in my studio, my office. And this is how, and this is what we'll do. So one, I'm going to check the lighting. So the first important thing is check your lighting, whether you're doing it on your phone or not. So I'm going to show you something in a minute. I'm just going to draw my curtains. Look, watch this. See how that completely changes the way my camera looks? Check your lighting before you go live. Because on YouTube, we're looking on YouTube, we're all grey. On Facebook, I'm kind of, got this huge glare. So one, I've got my blackout blinds on. Blackout blinds, because that gives me a better image. People can see my face more clearly. I've also got a few lights. So I've got a light down here. I've got a light down here. I've got one up here. I've got one over there. And people come into my office, go, oh, why have you got a picture so low? And it's like, because of my live streaming. So I'm going to show you. If I stand up now, you see how high my picture is. So if you come in, everyone's like, why is my picture so low in my office? It's simply because my office is set up to live stream. So everything on my wall, like this lovely turtle and this picture, and this over here. Oh, you can't see it on Facebook, but if you're on YouTube here, they're all really low down. So they're all based around where my head is going to be in the live stream and where the objects are on the wall at the right height. So it looks good. So that's something to think about. Make sure your background looks good. Make sure it's tidy, that sort of thing. Make sure you look tidy. I'm a bit windswept today, but brush your hair, make sure your top's clean, that sort of thing. A good tip as well, if you are live streaming on your phones to get a good angle, is keep your camera higher. It's much more complimentary. Whereas if you keep your camera lower and it's gone higher, it's really not that very flattering. It gives you a much nicer appearance if your camera is slightly higher than your face as well. So there's a little top tip if you're getting a bit nervous. Another top tip is if you are live streaming, you don't have to be in it. A lot of people think, oh, I don't want to live stream. Try it out, but just don't be in it. Try it out. Do a bit of voiceover. Just film something. So that's a top tip, just whilst you're trying it out. The other important thing is make sure you try and minimize surrounding sounds. So if you're in an office, shut the door and put a sign on, say, we are live streaming. Don't interrupt. And also, turn off any doorbells or alarms. If you know there's a fire alarm scheduled, don't stream whilst the fire alarm is going to be scheduled. Pets and children, keep them away while you're live streaming, unless you really want them in the video. Try and minimize the sound. The other thing as well is really important when you're live streaming. If you are doing it from your PC, then I've got a web camera. If you've got a laptop, it's got an inbuilt camera and microphone. Not a brilliant quality, but it's a great place to start. I have a separate webcam that sits on top of my screen that I'm using for YouTube at the moment. And I also have a good quality microphone. I'll show you this. So this is my microphone. Get it into screen. Can you see it? Oh. So I have good quality microphone, and this makes a huge amount of difference. There's my microphone. It does actually make a huge amount of difference. Now, you won't get much benefit if you're watching on Facebook because I'm just live streaming through my phone. But if you're on YouTube, having a good microphone makes a big difference. So again, if you're doing it regularly, it's worth investing on a decent camera and a decent microphone. But if you're just doing it on your phone, you don't need any of that. And I'd always say, start live streaming with the basics. Don't invest in anything. Make sure you want to continue live streaming, and it's going to be for you. Okay. Now, today I am live streaming on my phone for Facebook, and I'm live streaming via my PC for YouTube. Now, there are platforms that you can use that you can just live stream to everything. For me, I just find it easier because if one fails, at least I know I've got a live stream on the other one. But there are platforms where you can stream them all to live stream through via one camera. But if you're just starting out, keep it simple. So we've got a great studio. We're looking great. Sounds great. Video's great. We're ready. What should we do next then for our live video? And one of the most important things then is to plan ahead. There's nothing worse than going live and you don't know what you're going to say, because it's a bit like, what are we going to say next? So do plan, do a bit of planning. So this is my plan today. This is a list of what are top tips I'm going to be talking to you about. And generally I have these tips. Now, sometimes, depending on what I'm streaming, I'll have post-it notes and I literally pop them just under the camera on the PC, just to remind me, so that when I'm looking at them, you can't really tell that I'm moving my eyes. Whereas today, you probably see me going like this. Yeah. So if you have got notes, try not to go like this and read from your notes because no one can see you. Try and casually glance down to see what you want to talk about. Okay, mine's not going to be that casual today, you might notice. So yes, when you're planning your content, obviously do a bit of introduction, but always try and keep the viewers interested, keep them on to the end. So try and tell them what's coming next, what you're going to be talking about. Plan your content around what you think your viewers need and how you can help your viewers. Again, don't do live pictures if you just want to, live videos if you just want to talk about all the fantastic products you have for sale. Live works really well if you can add value. So make sure you've got a good title as well. So when you're planning your content, when you're going live, make sure you've got a good title, because that's got a lot of keywords in that make you searchable, particularly on YouTube. So your title is really important. So if people are searching on YouTube for your type of content, you want it to ping up and be relevant. The other thing as well is talk about, always have a call to action at the end. You don't want people to sort of go, oh, that was a great video, bye. Always make sure you say subscribe to my YouTube channel, or see you next week for next week's content. So make sure that that is something that you've always got. So again, if you've got any questions, do let me know. Do let me know in the chat if you've done live videos and what you struggle with. Put it in the chat and we'll have a talk about it, because live video is not everybody's cup of tea. So we're looking great. We've studio's great. We've got our content plan. We're clear. Just make some bullet points. We're clear about what we want to talk about. So how does it work? A lot of people are really nervous about clicking that live button, whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram or YouTube. People are like, oh no, we can't click the live button because we're going to go straight there in live. Well, you're not. As soon as you click that live button, Facebook, YouTube, for example, they're going to ask you for more information. So you're not going live straight away. So it's going to ask you, can you, give us a title? And YouTube, it'll ask you to do a bit of a thumbnail. Facebook, you'll be able to check what you look like before you go live. So don't ever worry about pressing that live button. It doesn't take you in straight live. And then once you do, then there's the live button. So once you've checked what you look like, put your title in, then you're ready, checked your background, then you're ready to go live. And you press that button. If you're on Facebook, it's going to count you down. Or most of the social media platforms will count you down to say when you're going live. So you're ready. And then you're live. Then you're live. So that's how it works. And you can always delete it. Yes, it's live whilst it's live, but you can always delete it at any point in time. The most important thing as well that people forget, when you go live, don't look at yourself. Because if I look at myself, see, I'm looking at myself now on the camera, I'm not actually looking at the camera. I'm not actually speaking to you guys. So try and ignore what you're seeing on the screen and always look into the camera, because that's how you get that engagement with your audience. So look into the camera, something people often forget. Whilst you're going live, you're going to get people jumping on and commenting, and hopefully you guys, send me some more comments. Again, try not to let that distract you. Try and finish your sentence and then pop on and look at some of the comments and then answer them in a minute. When you first start going live, it might be like a desert and nobody might watch it, but don't worry about that, because you can all, you're going to be downloading it later. It's valuable content for your viewers later on. So don't worry about that. It takes a bit of practice live streaming and trying to respond to comments at the same time. So, just be honest. Oh, God, I've got some comments coming in. I'll chat to you a bit later. Live streaming is about being yourself. It's about being authentic. It's about being, showing people who you are. People make mistakes and it's live. People are bound to make mistakes. So how does it work then, live streaming? Because live streaming is actually really, really good, particularly on Facebook. Facebook doesn't like pre-recorded videos at the moment. It is massively prioritizing live videos. Okay. And why is that? Because it's live, it's creating a community. People can respond and talk in the chat, and you can talk to people and they become part of the video. So if you go live, you'll get a lot of notifications for your business, saying, particularly on Facebook at the moment, saying, oh, social media executive is now live, come and join. Okay. Facebook will then monitor the percentage of time, and same with YouTube and Instagram and Twitter, they will monitor the percentage of time that viewers are watching your video. And if it's a long video, even if it's live, if people are not really watching it and engaging with it, then it's not going to prioritize it a huge amount. So again, you've got to try and keep your audience engaged and watching, and then more people, it will be shared to more people. So again, think about your content. How are you going to keep people engaged? So remember at the beginning of the video, I told you didn't tell you exactly why I was wearing 2 Fitbits. No, I'm going to tell you at the end, because I'm hoping your curiosity might keep you watching to the end. But you can offer other incentives to keep people watching to the end, free giveaways or competitions or free top tips, that sort of thing. Keep them watching, try and keep them engaged. Okay, so how do we grow? How do we grow our live videos? People often, some of my clients often speak to you, oh, I don't like live video. No one ever watches anyway. The biggest mistake that people make when they're doing a live video is they randomly live stream at all different times of the week and the day. My biggest top tip, if it's the number one thing I take away, if you guys take away from today, is if you're going to do regular live streams, always do it at the same time on the same day. People like regularity. When I used to live stream for Nomad Games, doing the videos, we always used to live streamed at 5:30 on a Tuesday. We changed that 6 months down the line, and we used to generally get about 300 viewers. We changed it to 8:30 at night. We lost those viewers and we literally had to start again from about 5 to 10 to 20 people viewing. So again, if you're going to live stream, do it at a regular time and the same time each week. And then people know. People think, oh, right, yeah, they can put it in the diaries. They can schedule it if they really value your content. Ask people questions, so if you've got quite a few people watching, ask them questions. So yeah, has anybody ever live streamed in this group? I've not got a huge amount of people watching today, but if you have done a live stream, let me know. Again, at the beginning of this feed, I asked people who were watching to give me a heads up, to say hi. There's a reason for this. I can generally tell who's watching my live stream, and I can see when people start logging onto it. Now, there's a lot of people watching my live stream at the moment who haven't given me a wave and who haven't said hello. Now, I don't give a shout out to those people because lots of people like to watch videos anonymously. And the minute I start going, oh, hi Fred, hi Bob, hi you, and they've not said hi, that's going to make them feel uncomfortable. So again, only ever say hello to the people that engage with you, because not everybody wants to be mentioned on a video. So again, respect people's privacy with regards to that. So do it a regular time slot. Always tell them what's coming next as well. And also, once you've got your schedule, you should be scheduling and thinking about what you're going to be live streaming each week. Then do some social media posts. So let people know you're live streaming. So before I went live today, I went on LinkedIn, I went on Facebook, and I went on Twitter. And I said, guys, I'm live streaming at 12:30 today to give you some top tips on live streaming or whatever. So I always let people know that my live stream is coming. Again, if you've got an email list, email people to say this week's live stream is going to be about this, so that people can join you at that given time that you said you're going to be there, and they can join you and watch it if it's of use to them. So again, if you saw my little promotion, let me know if you saw it on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, or whatever. Just let me know. So again, promote what you're doing. So those are just some of my top tips for live streaming. And if it all goes pear-shaped, you can stop it immediately and press delete. So again, my challenge to you guys is try it. It might take you about half an hour to press that live button, because it is quite nerve-wracking to begin with. You don't need a setup like mine. Just try it on your phone to begin with. See if it's for you. Live streaming is not for everybody. Have a glass of water ready as well when you get a croaky throat. Another top tip. So when you get a croaky throat, make sure you've got water. So live streaming is not for everybody, but those are just some of my top tips. So again, think about your camera, think about what you look like, think about your background, think about the sound and the noise, and plan it ahead. And that's how you get good results for live streaming. So I asked you again to tell you why I'm wearing 2 Fitbits. Just total useless bit of information for you all today, really. Got a new Fitbit. This one is my new Fitbit. I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I thought, well, I wonder which Fitbit is going to give me the most steps. So I thought I'd do a little experiment. So all weekend I've been wearing 2 Fitbits. But because I've got a bit of a science background, what I did was I put one Fitbit on one wrist and one Fitbit on the other. So I started off with my new one on my left wrist, which is what I normally use. And I was walking along on Saturday thinking, oh, this is hopeless. My new Fitbit doesn't give me as many steps as my old one. And obviously I'm walking the same amount of distance. So I was like, oh, not happy with this new Fitbit. I'm not sure if I should wear it. It's giving me less steps. So actually what I did was I thought, well, maybe I'll do a fair test. Make sure it's a fair test. So I swapped wrists yesterday and put one on each. And actually what I found was whichever Fitbit is on my right hand, I do about 1,000 more steps. Must be because I'm right-handed, using my arm a bit more. It's giving me more steps. So that was interesting. So I was quite relieved that it wasn't my new Fitbit knocking off steps. So today I'm wearing them both on the same wrist. Still not quite as accurate. My new one's showing 855 steps. Not done many today. And my old one's 971. So yeah, that's why I'm wearing Fitbits. 2 Fitbits on my wrist, which is a bit random, but yeah. Okay. Now next week, I'm going to be talking about how often you should post on social media and when. Because it does differ on different platforms, and a lot of people get this wrong, and you can lose followers and you can alienate people, and you can result in your content not being seen at all if you don't post at the right time. So join me next week, 12:30, and we're going to be talking about how often we should post on social media. And if you're watching on YouTube, please do subscribe to my channel because it is new. So just press the subscribe button for me. I think I'm up to 31 now. It'd be great if I could get up to 35 for next week. I don't have high aspirations. It's more really just to put my content on. But I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, particularly if you find it useful. Right, and as always, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. And I will hopefully see you next week. Have a fantastic week. And I hope it's sunny. Right, see you all later, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.